Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to some more replays. Today we've got some heartbreakers, and they really are heartbreakers. First up, we have Turf War, and he's in the tier 7 Chinese tank destroyer. Now, when this tank first come out in Blitz, people were saying it was kind of OP and it was a really good tank, and it still is, but not a lot of people really play the tank no more, so they forget how good this tank is. But we're going to see just how good the tank can be. I mean, 8.5 second reload, it's got a nice reload, nice speed. The armor's not really fantastic, if I'm honest, but the gun is just to die for. Now, we're going to watch, this going to start off with a little bit of camping, but he's going to have some side shots, and there is really no reason for him to move when he's got all these side shots. So it is now, I mean, there's one tiger to the right. The rest of the team are all by this left area. It is a tier 8 battle, so he is up against it. There's plenty of tier 8s. I mean, what, 4 tier 8s? And he has one tank down already. That is the tier 8. And the Tiger P is about to get rushed by many tanks. However, here is the side shots. He could have shot HE there into the side of the AMX, but from this distance, he probably didn't want to risk it. So if he can get another shot on him just before he goes, oh, nice fire. Puts him down to a one shot, 544, 569. He's burning 576 damage. But the team is dying. They are dying. 4 tanks left alive against 6. So there's still a lot of work to do. A lot of hit points to get through. But he's just going to sit here for now because he is getting those shots. Nice shot there in on the IS. And he's not getting spotted either. His team are keeping the enemy open, and he's getting all these free shots without getting shot in return. The accuracy actually seems really nice on this gun. As long as he doesn't get pushed, from the left, he should actually do okay. As long as his team keep there, I mean, they are dying, so the enemy should really be rushing. Is he going to try the blind shot? Unfortunately, he misses. And here comes the enemy team. They are going to start coming around. Now, there's 3 against 6. 3 against 6. He is full hit points, but the SU-101 is going to go full YOLO mode, and here comes the T-34-1, which, because he is coming, he is going to get spotted, but he has no choice now to back up. But while he was there, he dished out 2.5k damage, which is not bad. It's not a bad amount of damage. If he dies now, he's still done okay. For a tier 7 game, when his team has literally completely vanished, he's done all right, but there's still more damage to come. Now, the AMX 5120 is a one-shot. He goes for the T95E2, puts him down to a one-shot if he can high roll. Really, he ought to take care of the AMX because he is the auto-loader, and he does exactly that. Now, the T95E2's got a good rate of fire, but so is this, and he gets a nice shot there to clear him. But he's lost a lot of hit points in doing that, and because of that, he's now a one-shot to the Borzik, and he's alone against 4 tanks. A lot of work to do. He's got 2 kills, and he's up to 3.5k damage. So already he's done a pretty good job, but he's not going to end there. He's going to go in a different angle. He's going to relocate. There's still 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Still plenty of time. And what he really wants to do is split them up. I mean, the enemy have got 2 medium tanks still left, and if they come together, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. I think one of them is a one-shot. I think the Centurion maybe. And there might even be another couple of tanks that are one-shots. So he's just going to come around this angle and in this side of the map, right in the corner, which is probably the best place for him at the moment. He's in no rush. I mean, what, 3 minutes still left on the clock. And the worst thing he doesn't want to happen is for them to come together. He wants them to go search for him, but he wants them to search in pretty much the whole entire map. So one goes one side, one goes the other, etc., and not all together. That's what he wants to happen. Now, good news is one has started capping, so he knows where at least one tank is. So he's now just going to push forward a little bit to see if he can get some spots. I think now there is 2. Yep, there's 2 tanks on the cap. As you can see, it is going up a little bit quick, so he only really has to search for another 2 tanks. Hopefully it's the Borzik that's capping. You don't really want to come out in the open in front of a Borzik. And to be honest, I do think he makes a little bit of an error here in trying to spot the cap. There's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of time to go search for other tanks. And here is the T-34-1. Gets a shot on him. He could really do with a bounce now. And I don't know why this guy's not shooting. Hello, like, I'm here. And he finishes with a nice high roll, leaving it 1 versus 3. Now, the Centurion 1 is on a one-shot, so it should only take a HE roll to clear him. Nice bounce there, but unfortunate. Wow, that is so unfortunate. The Borzik comes in the way of a HE shot, and he low rolls, and he gets shot in return in backing up. That was a bad mistake. Bad error indeed. Now, he's only 7 HP. Still on 4,300 damage, but he could potentially clear all these if they come one by one. Here comes the Centurion. Nice HE shot there, and he's going to use this T-34-1 as protection from the IS, who is on his way. And by the time he gets there, he should just about reload, and he does. So he's just now bringing it down to a 1 versus 1. And what he really needs is a bounce. If he can get a bounce or even bait a shot from this Borzik, he could reload twice before the Borzik's reloaded, but he needs to try and get that bait. It's going to be almost impossible. He's on 7 HP. All the Borzik needs to do is just shoot in front of him, and he will splash him with the HE. But here comes the Borzik. He is going around. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. All he needed was one more shot for 5k damage, but he still played it fantastic. 5 kills, 4,600 damage. He gets the Ace Top Gun high caliber. He gets the Radleys as well. So well played, Turf War Starter, and thank you for sending me that in. 1,400 base XP for a tier 7 is great. Next up, why so serious? And he is driving the AMX M449, and this is probably one of the most heartbreaking battles I have ever seen in tier 8, and probably one of the most damage. I think this is a Hall of Fame, definitely a Hall of Fame in this tank, maybe even global, like the whole, not just this series. It's I think the whole entire, like, all-time Hall of Fame, and I do feel really sorry for him, but he's still going to play it fantastic. Now, this tank, it's a French heavy. I really like the tank. The turret is really strong, and when this first come, I loved the tank. I really did love the tank. I probably still like the tank, but I just haven't played it for so long. It's not just a tank I go to have fun in tier 8. I do pick other heavies over this. I mean, the Object 252U, you've got the WZ112-2, but this is equally as good, but it's just a tank that I don't really play. But it's still a fantastic tank, and if it ever comes for sale, I would definitely recommend this tank. It has nice gun depression, the speed's okay, the hull of the hull's not too bad. I mean, it's not, you can get penned easy, but the turret is where this sings, and with the, I think it's like, what, 10 degrees of gun depression with the strong turret, you can really get some bounces. Now, this game, why so serious? He is in a good position where he can use that gun depression. He can still get the shots off on the EXP. Has to be careful from the waffle that is coming up. And you can see him using the gun depression. Unfortunately, doesn't bounce that shot. But he only lost just over 300 hit points. So he's already now on 1,100 damage. There is no tanks gone yet, and at the moment there is only four tanks spotted around this area, so there's still another 3 tanks somewhere, and there is now a couple of others. Now we really need to take care of this waffle. 388 high roll into him, which is great. And the waffle is a tier 9 tank, obviously, in a tier 8 game, so he would probably be one of my main focuses in getting rid of him, and probably the easiest target at the moment, because he is playing quite far forward, the same as this EXP. So he is going to go for the EXP. 2 tanks now down for his team, so it is 5 against 7. The EXP is a one-shot. It's going to poke forward. Unfortunately, doesn't. Leaves him on 7 HP, but he gets his first bounce of the game, and he gets penned there. So that was unfortunate. The Conway takes him out, brings it now down almost pretty much, not quite equal, but it's 5 against 6. There's still a couple of low hit points. I mean, he really needs to take care of this waffle, not the T-44, the waffle. The Waffle's shooting, and this is his opportunity to get these shots off while the Waffle is shooting. And it's only going to take 2 shots to clear him with HE, but he is going for the T44 instead. And here now comes the Object 704. So the 2 tier 9s on the enemy team are now both in front, and he really needs to take care of these if he can. And he gets a nice shot there on the Object 704, and the Object misses in return. And again, he gets penned from the Waffle. So he's now a 1-shot. He's lost too much hit points, but these both tanks, I mean, I don't think he can clear this guy, but the Conway can. So they bring it now down to a 4 versus 4, but he is a 1-shot. And again, he's backing up to look from a different direction, come from the T49. But again, I honestly would have gone to take out that Waffle. That was the best target, and he's a 1-shot. Even though he's a 1-shot, if you're not shooting the Waffle, he's dangerous. He's very, very dangerous. So coming in a different direction and starting going for full hit point tanks when there's 2 or 3 that are low hit points, I definitely would have cleared that Waffle and then maybe onto the lower hit points, because look, the Waffle is getting kills still. Even though he's a 1-shot, he's still getting kills and he's still influencing the game. And overall, that probably cost him the game. He could have dealt with the Waffle a lot sooner. But now they're going to go for the T44. The T49 is also a 1-shot. So out of the 4, there's 3 that are a 1-shot. So it's only the IS-6. And if he clears these 1-shots, there will be 3 tanks on this IS-6. But it doesn't happen. There goes the T44. Brings it now down to a 3-on-3. The T49 has just shot. Again, he's looking for shots on this IS-6, which I still think is the wrong move. Still think definitely is the wrong move. Now, the Waffle is weak, says the Conway. Yes, we know. He's going to go up now and he's going to ignore the IS-6. The Waffle, again, he takes another kill. He gets another kill. Being a 1-shot, since he's been a 1-shot, he's taken 2 kills. And it's definitely cost him the game. So now here comes the IS-6. There's not a lot he can do because now the IS-6 is pushing. He's on his own. And it's a 1 versus 3. So, unfortunately, he does make a few mistakes, but come on, he still finishes on 6,400 damage, or is it 6,009? 6,400 damage in a tier 8 game. Very well played. Again, you could have got more damage, I think, and you could have easily won that game if you would have taken out the Waffle first, because look at that, the Waffle ends up on 4 kills, 3.5k damage almost, and that was definitely the reason they lost the game. But still, nice carry, very well played, and definitely worth that, a 6,400 damage in a tier 8 heavy. Next up, we have 1k24 in the WZ121, and he is in on Feast. He's in the Feast clan. Very good clan, as we know, as we've seen him in a Twisted Cup, and he is going to play this tank absolutely brilliantly. And I do feel so sorry for him at the end. I really do. So he's going to push the middle here. It is Supremacy game, and he's the only medium on his tank, so he has to do the spotting, and that's exactly what he's doing. He knows that he's the medium and he needs to do the spotting, and straight away he spots the motion that is crossing, and because he's angled at this kind of like sidewards, he is able to get the gun down enough to get those shots off, and he's still not getting spotted. Unfortunate miss there on the Conway, but at the moment he's racked up 800 damage. Is he going to get another shot? Yes, he is. 1,100 damage without even getting spotted. Now, the enemy have 2 mediums. They really should have been here, at least capping base A. But there are, at the moment, they are nowhere to be seen. There they are. There is the Peugeot and there is the AMX 30B all in town. So he's going to sit in here. There goes the Conqueror on his team. There is a couple of other heavies there that are going to get rushed because pretty much the whole of the enemy team are in the town. So he's just going to sit here and get some side shots as they are crossing, and he has just been spotted. So he's going to use this rock. He's going to play this game absolutely brilliantly. And if you want some tips on how to play this kind of tank, just watch this guy. He plays it literally. Look, he's trying to bait those shots from the T57 heavy, and he's only going to poke out fully when he's reloaded. He's not going to poke out fully when he's on a reload. He's going to wait, and he managed to not get penned, and he's bringing that T57 down to a 1-shot. So 2,900 damage so far, and he's still full hit points. I just love the way he plays this game. He's always looking for shots. He's not running away. He's still close enough to the battle, but far enough to sort of run away if needed. But he's not looking at running away yet. There's still plenty of tanks, plenty of targets to go for. And all of a sudden, they find them in a 3 versus 7 situation. So now he's going to have to think. Now, here comes the medium tanks, the two mediums in tier 10, not 2 tanks you want to come and rush you, especially with the auto reloader. Definitely you don't want them to rush you, so he has to be careful of them, and he has to take these lower hit point tanks. Lovely shot there on the T57 heavy to bring it down to a 3-on-6. Now here comes the AMX-30B. He's rushed the Object 704 thinking he can get behind, so this is the opportunity he can use to clear a target without getting shot in return, and the Object 704 just can't do nothing. Unfortunately, it doesn't last long enough, but he does get a nice high roll, or average roll, shall I say, at 420, and here comes the Pajero. Unfortunately, does get shot. Nasty shot there. 575. That was a bad error. But it's now a 2 versus 4, and there's 2 tanks that are a one-shot. He's on 5,300 damage. There is no cap that has been caught from either side, and there goes the final T30. So now it's all changed. He finds himself in a 1 versus 4 situation with only 779 hit points left. Now, me personally, I would definitely get the hell out of there. I'd definitely get the hell out of there. But he's getting some nice shots on that motion, bringing him now down to a 1 shot as well. So there's, out of the 4 tanks remaining, I think 2 of them are a 1 shot. I know that for a fact, which is the Conway and the Motion. And there is also a Grill and a Yag Tiger. And I think the Yag Tiger may be full health and the same as the Grill. So, or at least they've got a lot of hit points. They're not 1 shots. So the enemy have now started capping B, and it is the Motion. So if he can get that shot on the Motion, which he does to clear the cap, he now brings it down to a 1 versus 3. And 1 tank is now capping C, which is in town. So he had plenty of time to get out of there. But here is now the Grill. The Grill is on 841 hit points. He doesn't want to rush, and he's doing the right thing. If this was me personally, I would rush and probably get shot in return. But he knows that there is a Conway somewhere, so he's going to try and side scrape, going to try and get. I would probably use HE. There he goes. He has the HE loaded, but there is the Conway, and you can see he was just about to rush this guy until the Conway is spotted. So he's going to try and focus the Conway because he is a 1 shot. Has to really be careful of that Grill, and there is the Grill coming behind, and he does get shot, and he misses. He misses his shot in return, which is going to be massive. Really unfortunate. Gets that nice shot there. Now bringing the Grill down to a 1 shot. The C cap has now been spotted, so he has to be careful. And there he goes. Unfortunate that the Yag Tiger is there at the wrong time, but still fantastic battle. He could have won that, but 8,100 damage, still a fantastic achievement. 8,100 damage, well played. So thank you guys for sending me all that in. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.